Well, well, well. What are you doing here? There's a Kong sitting over there. Oh, it's recording right now. I didn't know I hit record. So, silly us for thinking Walmart would have any meat around Memorial Day weekend. Because today is Saturday, the Saturday before Memorial Day, and they were pretty much sold out of everything. We ended up finding a pack of some pork chops. Drop this tailgate down, get this generator started. A pack of 4 pork chops, so that's what we'll be stuck eating. What I'll probably do, we had to wait through a big long line going into Walmart because they were counting people and they'd only let you in once people started leaving. Probably go back in there a little later. I'm really in the mood for a steak, and I'm hoping they restock. So we'll be cooking pork chops. And we bought some mashed potatoes that we're going to heat up in that bag to eat. Look at all the trucks coming in. Oh, one of those tents just flew by. They've got all these tents set up. Did you see that, Lita? What? One of those tents just blew across the parking lot and it's beating the shit out of the cars. Oh, damn. Oh, it just smacked that guy in the face. Oh my God. Look at all of them. That's unfortunate. But just walking through Walmart, I can see how these big cities or some of these states that are freaking out over this whole virus thing have these people scared to death. I mean, there's people walking around. So I had my mask on, right? And I took it off because I had to kind of flip it up because it was acting funny. And a woman looked at me like, oh my God, he took his mask off, he's gonna die. It's like, you do realize this isn't like filtering out the virus, right? This is to keep me from sneezing or coughing on you. It doesn't keep you from catching the virus. Insane. Yeah, I don't know what I used to pay for the pork chops, but that's $5.54 for 4 of them. I don't know if that's a good deal or not. Honestly, it's been a little bit since I bought some. So, all right, let's get these pork chops whipped up. I'm sad. I really did want a steak. I'm kind of burnt out on pork chops because I end up cooking that a lot for myself on the road because it's cheaper than a steak. But I figured with it being Memorial Day weekend, I wanted to at least act like I was enjoying the holiday, which isn't the case. So let me get these things whipped up. So we started the potatoes a little late, so we're just gonna throw the pork chops inside of a plastic meal prep container and throw it in the bag with the potatoes to keep them warm while the potatoes heat up. And then so the fridge or the freezer we bought hasn't been keeping my ice cream frozen, but I think what's happened is that we shut the truck off and then the fridge ends up getting shut off because it's plugged into the cigarette lighter in the truck, and when you shut the key off, it ends up shutting off a little bit later. So what I've been doing now is when we're not idling or when we're not driving, I have it ran to the generator, but when we are driving, I just take the extension cord and plug it into the inverter, so we're not even using the cigarette lighter part of it anymore. And now it seems to be keeping stuff frozen because it made a mess of my ice cream again, and nobody wants sticky ice cream. So Walmart closed early. They're not letting anybody else in, so we're gonna walk over here to McDonald's. And like I said, we are in Pennsylvania, and they're pretty strict here. So I don't even know if they'll let us walk in the lobby. Guess we'll find out. And if McDonald's is closed, I don't know what our next option would be. I think there might be a Lowe's or a Home Depot down the road, but I don't know. Home Depot closes early, but Lowe's hasn't been closing early. But I don't know how far the Lowe's is.
Our Walmart closed at 9. Now it's 8:30 and they're saying they're closed.
Yeah. I don't know. So we woke up, I wouldn't say early. 8 o'clock this morning. Went into Walmart. Apologize if it's super windy. It only, oh my goodness. If it's, it only gets windy when I start recording. Anyways, we found some steaks. We got 2 ribeyes. It's only like $22. I mean, I could have bought a small cow for what they wanted for 2 steaks, but we got some steaks for. We don't know if we'll eat them tonight or tomorrow night. There's a sandwich place Lita used to have where she lived. That's here. I don't know the name of it, but she's thinking about maybe ordering some sandwiches from them, and then we'll save the steaks maybe for tomorrow night. But somebody forgot to put gas in the gas can for the generator. The generator ran out at about 8 o'clock this morning, so I had just a little bit more in this, so we went ahead and topped it off, and then I'm gonna walk over here 0.6 miles, I think what Google said, to the closest gas station. We'll put some gas in this thing, and then we'll have gas for the weekend. Technically I only need enough for tonight, but that's probably, so it runs about 12 hours on a gallon. I've got a 2.5 gallon can. I think the generator itself holds a gallon. So if I fill this thing up, we'll have more than enough, because we got to drop that piece tomorrow morning, and then we can always stop and get gas again if I have to take us to Tuesday. But so we're on a walk. So I don't know if I mentioned this or not, because I'm not sure if I knew, but we are in Westfall Township, Pennsylvania. I don't know if you guys can see this or not. Let me see if my phone will let me zoom in. Yeah. Look, someone's climbed up there or climbed down and rode all over the side of that mountain. That is wild. I can't really make out what any of it says. There's a bunch of numbers. I guess they would tie themselves off to the tree and lower themselves down. It's pretty nutty. Look, the line has started to form. It's all the way out here in the parking lot. Look at all of them. It's wrapped all the way around the building. I don't know how many people they're letting in at a time, but when we were in there yesterday, it seemed like a decent amount. But they're lined up for sure. There we are, way back there by that semi truck. I apologize if this footage is terrible, because I took off the anti-shake, but with it on, it makes my camera blurry for some reason. So I don't know if it's using another camera along with this camera to make it not shake. I'm not sure how it works, but I have a camera that's got moisture in it or something's wrong. All right, fatties, it's lunchtime. I can't believe how many people said that they've never had grape jelly on their biscuits and gravy. Lita dropped my donuts on the ground because when she opened up the door, I guess the box was leaning up against the door. So we got a bunch of bird food now. She's a little upset about it. I'm not too much worried about it. But we're gonna do something else that I don't know if a lot of people know about. It's called a fluffernutter. I know you're laughing, but what it is it's a peanut butter and marshmallow cream sandwich. I try to avoid peanut butter because it makes me fart, but since I'm cooped up in the truck with Lita for the weekend, I figure why not? Let's share the love here, huh? So I'll set you guys up here. You guys can watch me make a fluffernutter. Probably not the healthiest thing, but whatever, right? This is basically liquid farts for me. Lita's not gonna be happy. I don't know why, it didn't always make me fart. But here lately, I'm pretty sure this is what's making me fart. Kinda hard to do with a plastic knife. I'm not gonna lie. It's a lot of sugar, I know. I used to be able to put these things down when I was a kid. I don't know if I can anymore. How disgusting does that look? It's actually pretty good though.
Here?
No, what's the history of peanut butter fluffers?
Fluffernutters?
Yeah.
I forget what they were called. So they originated in Massachusetts. That's when they first started being made, and They started making them because around World War I, people were being rationed, so it was cheap. It was just cheap to make. It was a cheap sandwich to make because there wasn't any meat, and meat was one of the things that was being rationed. So people could always get peanut butter, and marshmallows are cheap, and they're both things that won't spoil. So.
And why do we like peanut butter?
Why do we like peanut
Yeah,
butter?
why do you like me eating peanut butter so much?
I don't.
No, I'll sit in the bed. I'm actually studying for my CDLs in here, so CDL. I'm sorry, I know I say CDLs. God, I know you guys give me hell all the time. It's not CDLs. I mean, technically it is, because you have different things for your CDL that you can get, right? So where's it at? There's class A, class B, there's tanker, there's triple, there's doubles. Yeah, you still only have one license, but there's different license for different things. So it's CDLs, fuckers. Fatties.
So I'm trying to stand under the shade because it's pretty hot for upstate New York. Like the sun is hot. There's a nice breeze, as you can tell, but we stand out in the sun. It's pretty hot. We're parked all the way back there with the rest of the trucks. This Wal-Mart is pretty chill about letting trucks park here. There have been a lot of trucks parked where we're parked, but I just showed you guys that this is one of the places where they were doing testing. The parking lot is roped off now. Obviously, it's got a sign that says it's been closed for since the 18th. So, but they still left all the cones here, and yeah, they were testing people here. This Walmart is kind of a trip. I'm gonna walk this way and see if I can show you like the tents. There isn't a line anymore. Maybe there will be if I like walk over here, but compared to what like Georgia's doing, Georgia's open now, so like it's not anything like this. But even when this first started, our Walmart was never like this. So they have like tents and counters, which we had a counter too. Also, this Walmart closes a lot earlier than ours did. I thought 9 o'clock was like the universal, but it's not. So we had to walk over to the McDonald's. I don't know if you can see it, but it's like right behind me. We had to walk there to use the bathroom last night because our Walmart closes at 9. This Walmart closes at 8. So if you think that Walmart is on the same page in every state for company policy, it's not. They are different. And yeah, there really isn't a line right now. But when we first got here, there was a line. Like you had to stand in line to get into Walmart. I don't know if it'll get busier around 4 or what. But the difference with our Walmart and this Walmart is they're letting people in both doors. And ours is only counting people on one door and the other door's shut. I don't know if you guys can see the tents right there. But yeah, they count. And they only let a certain amount of people in the store, which ours was doing too, so. But yeah, you can kind of see the tents that they make you stand under. we don't have footage of it, but like a bunch of those tents blew over yesterday and started smacking people's cars. Some guy actually got hit with it in the face. So there's that, you know. And then these are all the trucks that were parked by that prime truck. Has been there about the same time we have, and this truck that we're parked next to has been here the entire time. I think it got picked up. So, but I'm back at the truck now. Probably gonna read or play Animal Crossing. So that's what I'm doing now. Yeah.
Well, well, well. What are you doing here? It is dinner time. It's dinner time. Here in Grace from your mama. We just going to the bathroom while I get the steaks going. I guess she decided against the sandwich place. So she says that Yelp shows the sandwich, but their menu no longer has the sandwich. I don't know how that's possible, but whatever. I mean, I guess people change their menu items all the time, huh?
What? What?
That restaurant you wanted that sandwich from.
Oh yeah, I don't know.
So this is a netting deal Lita put up to maybe try to keep stuff from falling out. I bought a tarp. She noticed on the generator earlier that it says not to let it get wet. So what I'll probably do is wrap it up when we're driving, and then when we're stopped and it starts raining, I'll probably just stretch that tarp over it just to prevent it from getting wet. But here's the steaks I bought. We went with the old ribeye. I figured if I'm not at home, I'm gonna enjoy being out working, making some money, especially when I just gave my oldest boy 50 bucks so him and his girlfriend could go out and go eating and bowling. He just graduated this year. So super proud of him for that. But now it's time to get a job, figure out what you're gonna do with life, rather than sit around and live off of dad and stepmom. You know what I mean? So it's crunch time for him. Let me get this George Foreman set up, and we'll get some steaks cooked. Ducks. And that's our mac and cheese we got. She's gonna go drink that juice from her steak outside. She don't want to drink it inside because it's gonna make a mess.
Probably.
But yeah, we just bought one of these big mac and cheese already made up. Threw it in the bag while we were cooking the steaks, and it's good and ready now. Oh yeah. Who doesn't like mac and cheese, huh?